thank you everyone for coming into this space so that we can continue our learning in regards to transforming burnout into renewal. Today, we are going to lean into identify. This is going to be an invitation to pause, to notice, and to reconnect. I'm going to hand it to Raquel.
Thank you, Dr. Kara. I appreciate that. And today, again, we're focusing on some of what we can refer to as the first movement in the Ignite framework, and that's identify. And this is not about solving all things surrounding burnout today. It's about noticing it early, meeting yourself with clarity instead of criticism. It's all about really just becoming aware of it early as possible, honestly and compassionately. And we recognize that thriving in clinical work is not about avoiding the struggle, but about learning to meet each moment of the journey with awareness, compassion, and intention. And these moments teach us how to grow, how to renew, and deepen our connection with ourselves and with each other. And so we'll talk just briefly, we'll give like a recap. We talked about this in our introduction to Ignite module. It's free, it's on Substack, check it out. We want to do a recap here and just let folks know that the Ignite framework provides the foundational structure that supports you throughout every stage of your professional journey, offering consistent principles while adapting to meet you exactly where you are. And we recognize again, burnout is not a personal failing. It's an intelligent signal from both the individuals and the systems that clinicians, like all of us, inhabit. And identify briefly, recognizing warning signs early, naming where you are before you react. Generate is around generating those boundaries, getting clarity about what's yours to carry and what's not. This is intentionally creating protection and structure in nurturing community, building and maintaining those supportive, reciprocal professional relationships. This is all about sustainability through connection. Invest in that meaning making, reconnect or protect your values or your big why for coming to this work, or it might be reimagining your values and professional purpose while at the same time honoring your practice. Transforming systems, we look to identify opportunities to influence culture, policies, and structures. We really support this because moving from survival to systemic impact is, again, what creates that sustainability. Embracing wholeness, integrating your full identity as much as or as little as you want to share in your professional practice. And it's important to remember that Ignite's not linear. The principles are all interconnected. A clinician can be deeply engaged in transforming systems while also needing to identify subtle signs of personal depletion. They also might be generating boundaries while leaning into nurturing community. And also, we can build beautiful boundaries, we could realign with our professional purpose, and we could advocate for transformation in systems, but if we can't locate ourselves by identifying and recognizing early warning signs of burnout, it's going to be incredibly challenging to sustain yourself in this work. And so that's what's going to be our focus for today. But before we dive too deep into identify, again, I want to re-anchor us in the four pillars that serve as the foundation for Ignite, which makes this stable and enduring. Again, authentic presence, bringing your whole self, genuinely presenting and connecting with yourself and others, dialogic engagement about creating spaces for real, courageous conversations, and being able to cultivate the psychological safety necessary to do so. Again, check out our module on cultivating psychological safety, which can also be found on our Substack. Purpose alignment is that bridge between your deepest values and your daily work. And lastly, systemic integration recognizes that individual renewal is not enough. We need to understand the larger systems shaping our experience and work to transform them with the goal of preventing and or minimizing the impact that burnout has on us, has on our clients and our community as a whole. So by intentionally engaging with these pillars through Ignite, you'll be able to cultivate resilience, foster meaningful connections, realign with your professional purpose, and contribute to system level change. When burnout does emerge, it often signals that one or more of these pillars has been disrupted. And identify helps us to see which one. So I want to pause here and ask you all, what might you have been holding, sitting with, thinking about since our last module where we introduced Ignite and the four pillars?